Hey, Holy Cross. I greet you with the spirit and joy of the season. In this last week of Advent, we find ourselves deep in the period of preparation and expectation and on the cusp of great rejoicing. At least this is what the liturgical calendar says. We also find ourselves at the end of a very, very long year of great suffering, one that began with a horrific accident that took the life of Grace Rhett, one of our beloved students, and injured several other community members. On top of that, 2020 has been a year of political vitriol and continued reckoning with our nation's racial inequities. And this has been the year of a devastating pandemic that has upended everything we once took for granted, including being together on Mount St. James this fall semester. Yes, this has been a year, one that I would never want to repeat. Sometimes I wonder what I will tell my grandchildren about my experiences of this year when they ask, or I wonder what Ella will tell hers. Surely I will tell my grandchildren of the realities of the suffering, but I will also tell them of the heroism of everyday people, some of them medical workers caring for the never-ending line of seriously ill COVID patients, some of them grocery store clerks and postal workers and all the people who have been ensuring that aspects of regular life continued. I will tell them of those who protested peacefully in the streets because they take the promises of life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, and justice for all on face value. I don't know what Ella will take away from this experience as an 8-year-old. She will probably tell her grandchildren about memories of the importance of masks and choosing just the right one to fit her mood. I'm sure she will tell them that it was a bit of a drag not being able to see her friends or her grandparents or aunts and uncles except on FaceTime and Zoom. I hope too, though, that she will remember to tell her grandchildren that this year, forced upon us as it was, also held many magical moments. I hope she tells them about when her grandfather quarantined at home for 2 weeks so he could attend her socially distanced and masked first communion. I hope she tells them about funky backyard science experiments with her dad or games of zombie Marco Polo with me, and I'm still trying to figure out what zombie Marco Polo is. I hope she tells her grandchildren about shadow tag and the other activities she and her friends invented so they could play together at a distance. I hope when she looks back on this time that no one asked for, she will see not just the difficulties, but also the ways she and all of us adapted. I hope she will internalize the reality that sometimes we are called to make personal sacrifices for the benefit of everyone in our community. So what about you? What will you remember about this year? What lessons do you take away? What do you need to decide to leave behind? In this season of expectation and hope, we find ourselves awaiting a vaccine, the proverbial light at the end of a very long, dark tunnel, and hoping it will lead us back to some form of normal. There have been times in my life when the themes of the liturgical season seem to mirror exactly my current experience. This is one of those times for sure. We are about to transition from Advent to Christmas. If there's a liturgical lesson I will apply to these confusing times, it is this: God is indeed with us, answers prayers, and keeps promises. Even at the end of this truly difficult year, that is reason alone to rejoice. So my Christmas blessings to you, Holy Cross. May 2021 bring us together to celebrate brighter days.